Eddie, a 1-0 defeat on the road to Winterton Rangers this afternoon. What are your overall thoughts on the game?
Just not good enough. Not good enough. No quality. No energy levels. Yeah, and I know we've had 3 games in 5 days, and 2 outstanding performances, Stockton and at Liversidge, but that just wasn't good enough. We were second to everything. We didn't have energy levels to track runners. That goal, 5v1. And it could have been worse. If Joe Wilton wasn't our man of the match today, there's something seriously wrong. Great display of goalkeeping, and I'm just frustrated, Ben, because we know that's not us, and we can play so much better than that. We didn't take a pass. We had no composure, no quality. I don't want to keep going on about what we haven't got. But there you go, mate.
Against teams a lot higher up than us in the past 2 games, Stockton and Liversidge, we've looked really good. Today it was sort of the complete opposite. Can you put a reason on that? Do you think it was maybe complacency, or what do you think it was?
No, I don't think it was complacency. I don't. I think if you'd have flicked the 2 games and put Winterton on Saturday, you'd have seen a different team, and we'd have played Liversidge and probably got a spanking today. It's just, I don't know, 3 games in 5 days, 2 in 48 hours. I don't know. I honestly don't know. What I do know is, if we got beat on quality, you accept it. But we didn't get beat on quality, we got beat on work rate, and they worked harder than we did. And that's realistically not acceptable. That's not acceptable. When teams work harder than us, that is not acceptable. There was no quality in the game, really. We certainly didn't have any. It was poor, mate. Poor, very poor.
Yeah. A couple of injuries today. We'll start with James Williamson, switched out before the game started late on. What's the update on him?
He rang me first thing this morning and said his ankle still hurts from Saturday, and did my best Googling doctor and said get some ibuprofen down, you have paracetamol every 2 hours. He came out, warmed up, and he said, no, it's just not good enough, I can't push off on it. So that was the first change, from having Dicko's energy in the midfield, which Dicko brings a lot of energy in that midfield. We didn't have that, so we had to drop him to right back. Of course, Ben went into centre half, and then Andy's hamstring went towards the end there, and now what we've got to do is rest recover for Saturday. So we've got these injuries have now got to be sorted out for, and of course Jack Walters is still coming back from injury, so we've got to manage him. Pete's coming back from injury, we've still got to manage him, but we've got a few issues, and Denny's injured as well, to be fair. Ben Lewis was injured, so people are getting through it at the moment, but we need a rest now. We need a rest for Saturday.
You said we've had 3 games in 5 days. Now it's 5 days off until our game on Saturday, and from there on out it's sort of only Saturday games for the foreseeable future, so we'll get a week between each game. Are you relishing that?
I am, mate, to be fair, and I think the boys are. And I think we need to get back on the training pitch as well. We haven't done any training. We won't train tomorrow because the boys are knackered, so we won't train tomorrow. And the next training session will be Thursday, but it'll be very light because we've played Monday and we're playing Saturday, so it'll be a very light session. So, we need to get back regular Tuesday, Thursday training, back onto a match on a Saturday. And I laugh and joke, and pros would never play 3 games in 5 days. They wouldn't. Guys who were working are having to. There's an expectation that guys who work can play 3 games in 5 days. And I'm not making excuses. I'm not, because we just weren't at it today, and we weren't the same team we were on Saturday. We were poor today.
And on to Saturday's game back at Queensgate. It's important that we put in a much improved performance, isn't it?
We always do, though, don't we? It's frustrating that we go away from home and we don't perform, and then we come back onto our pitch, and as much as we say, oh, it's massive, it's huge, we actually perform better at home than we do away. So yeah, we're expecting a reaction from that. The boys will be under no illusion that everybody's expecting a reaction, not just us, but the fans, the people who put the money in. Everybody will be expecting a reaction from what we've performed today.
Eddie, thanks as ever for your time.
Mate.
Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you, bud.